What's up?
How's this gonna go?
I don't know. Don't make me Tom Wilson you. How dare you?
Now, I don't want to alarm anyone. Is your DeBrincat making too much noise all the time?
I haven't really prepared for this.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Hawks Recap. My name is Clay. Thank you for tuning in. The Blackhawks just completed their 53rd game of this shortened 56-game season, and for the second straight night, the Blackhawks lose to the Carolina Hurricanes. Final score in this one, 6-3. Now, I did put out a Twitter poll prior to this game, wondering if you thought maybe the Hawks would score more goals tonight against the Hurricanes as a team, or would I personally score more goals in my beer league game tonight? I appreciate all of your belief in my abilities at this game of hockey, but unfortunately, my awfulness rang true tonight. The Hawks scored 3 goals. I scored 0. Although, as you saw in the intro video, I certainly got robbed tonight. Now, I did have an assist. Should have had another one as well, so I was on the board at least. But unfortunately, just couldn't find the back of the net. But you know who did find the back of the net tonight? Alex DeBrincat. Not once, but twice, including the first goal of this game. Not quite 6.5 minutes in, he found himself a little breakaway, shorthanded, and he would snipe it by Mrazek. His first career shorthanded goal. And I gotta say, I'm a very big fan of seeing DeBrincat on the PK. When you think of the penalty kill, you usually don't think of top players being on it, right? It's more of a job for bottom 6 players, guys who are more willing to kind of grind it out, to sacrifice their body. And it's not really something you want to throw your top players out there for. They're more for, you know, your 5-on-5, your crucial situations, your power plays, right? But when you think of the Blackhawks and the success they've had the last decade, winning 3 Stanley Cups, you'll notice that they put out their better players on the PK, and it was a very good strategy for them. They put out guys like Jonathan Toews and Brandon Saad and Marian Hossa, guys who provided that kind of scoring threat even when they're a man down. I'm pretty happy to do that again with guys like Alex DeBrincat and Kirby Dach, although Kirby didn't play tonight. He has been on the PK in recent games. I think that is such a great threat to have, and it was only a matter of time before DeBrincat scored his first shorthanded goal like he did tonight. But yeah, if DeBrincat and Dach continue to be on that PK unit, sign me up. I am loving it because they just provide that scoring threat in a situation where the opponent is not really expecting it, and it's a way to kind of keep or catch them off guard essentially. The Blackhawks came out to play tonight. They played pretty darn well in that first period, outshot the Hurricanes 12-8. DeBrincat had that shorthanded goal, and then with about 7.5 minutes remaining in the first period, Mike Hardman would get his first career NHL goal, which is always a cool moment to see. And all took place because of Mackenzie Entwistle's great drive and rush into the offensive zone, throws a puck on net from the right-hand side, gets the rebound out to Hardman, who's driving the net down the slot. He puts it in. Mackenzie Entwistle with his first career NHL points, so a nice little play between 2 rookies, both getting career firsts. The Hawks would take a 2-0 lead into the second period, but that's where things would go downhill. We're all aware that 2-goal leads for the Hawks don't really mean a whole lot. Nino Niederreiter scoring just over 4 minutes into the second period. Ian Mitchell just loses coverage on him. He was trying to point Strome in a direction for him to cover someone, and while doing so just forgot about Nino Niederreiter. Niederreiter scores in the slots past Delia, who is making the start in this game after a good relief performance in the last game. And then later on in the period, the Hurricanes win a offensive zone draw and basically run the exact same play the Blackhawks run, with Jakubczak taking a shot from the point or the middle of the point, but Hurricanes do it with Svechnikov, and well, puck kind of redirects off a Blackhawks player's stick and goes in past Delia, and we have a 2-2 game going into the third period. Andrei Svechnikov would get his second goal of the game 4 minutes into the third period. He received a pass in the neutral zone and just beat Ian Mitchell into the offensive zone, kind of create a little breakaway for himself, and just, it's a really nice goal. A forehand, backhand roofs it over Delia. I mean, it is what it is. It would be nice to see Ian Mitchell kind of prevent that type of scoring chance from happening. He didn't have his greatest game tonight, but you got to also credit Svechnikov. He made a hell of a play. Then about 3 minutes later, the Hurricanes take the puck into the offensive zone. Kind of ends up being a little bit of a broken play. Blackhawks kind of get lost defensively, and Teuvo Teravainen gets the puck in the slot all alone, and he buries it past Delia, and just like that, the Hurricanes have a 4-2 lead. A little bit after that, Alex DeBrincat would end up scoring his second goal of the game. A nice little drop pass from Kane right at the blue line. DeBrincat picks it up and shoots a shot from afar. Nice little screen by Kurashev in front. Mrazek doesn't see a whole lot of that puck. The Hawks bring it down to a 1-goal game, but that's as close as they would get. Hurricanes would end up scoring 2 empty net goals after that, and so that would create your final score, 6-3 tonight. Unfortunately, Hawks not on top. Ultimately, I thought the Hawks played all right in this game. They were good in the first period, and then after that, the Hurricanes just kind of took advantage of the opportunities they got, the opportunities that the Hawks kind of gave them with the mistakes that they've made all season long. So good teams like the Hurricanes will do that, and well, they did it tonight. Colin Delia ended up giving up 4 goals tonight in his first start since like the second game of this season. 4 goals, it's not good to give up, right? It's not good for the save percentage at all. But if you look at the 4 goals, 3 of them were high danger scoring chances, and the other one was just a redirection. Like, you can't really fault him for any of the goals that he gave up. I wouldn't mind seeing him play in another game, whether it be a start or a relief performance or what have you, in the 3 remaining games that we have this season. I wouldn't put this loss on him. So yeah, the Blackhawks have 3 games remaining in this season. 1 more game against the Carolina Hurricanes, then 2 more to finish off against the Dallas Stars at home. You got to imagine the focus for these final 3 games are going to be the young guys, putting them in spots that they're not used to being in, whether it be power play or penalty kill or just kind of clutch situations, just kind of getting them that experience. So when you think of, yeah, you'd like to win these games, but I think more or less the focus has got to be, you know, let's put these guys out there, these young guys, and just get them experience. Whether or not they, you know, succeed or fail, doesn't matter. Let's just get them out there and let's, you know, see what they got essentially. And with that, I'm going to call it for this video. I know it's a short one, but I don't really think there's a whole lot more to say about it. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments section below. Like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate that as always. But most importantly, stay safe, make good decisions, and I'll see you next time.